everyone, thank you for joining me again. Today's polymer clay session, I will be making something a little bit different. It is going to be these marbled coasters that I will be making today. So please look forward to the video. These are the colors that we will be using today. We will be doing the white, the light blue, and then I have a greenish blue here and a dark blue. So the four colors, I will roughly roll them into the ball. The white, light blue, greenish blue, and the blue. The white you can see is about 3 times bigger than the other 3 colors. So we are going to just roll them into a long column first, like that.
We will put the white aside and not use it. Okay, and I'll roll my other 3 colors together.
Okay, I will then stack these 3 colors first and then twist it. And after that, I'll add the white and twist it in together with the white. Next, we are going to take our cutter and we're going to cut it in half. Afterwards, we're just going to put the 2 halves together, twist it again.
And now the colors are really starting to mix. Roll it. Cut it in half again. Twist. And roll.
We do this till you're satisfied with the marbling. The more you cut and twist, the more the colors will mix together. After you're satisfied with the marbling, we are then going to roll this into a ball. For the next step, these are the things you would need. You would need baking paper or parchment paper. You would need a knife, which I have something like this. If you don't have something like this, you can always use a plastic disposable knife. Or if not, you can use your cutlery, which is a regular knife cutlery. I will also need a roller. If you don't have something like this, you can always use a bottle. A champagne bottle a glass bottle is good because it has some weight to it. If not, you can use a regular water bottle. Just make sure the surfaces are smooth. And the last one, I would need, I have this Tupperware cover, plastic cover here, and this is to actually help mark out for me how large my coaster is going to be. If you already have an existing coaster like this one, you can always use this one to kind of mark out the size of your coaster. For this next step, we are going to flatten out the ball. So you just want to find a surface where you actually like the pattern the best. Place that pattern on top, or put it on top of your parchment paper. Fold your parchment paper in half. Give it a good press to flatten it using the palm of your hands. I'm going to then take my roller. I'm going to roll it. So this process might take some time. If you want it to be really flat, start from the middle and then go out to the side, pulling towards you, and then you turn the clay in a circle. And this will help make sure that your coaster is flat. Now, if this is the surface you would want, I would recommend to place it face down on the table top and then roll the back side of it so you can get the top two flatten out. Once you are satisfied with it, measure. So I'm not going to press it all the way down. I'm actually just using this to mark it out. I'm going to then take
my knife, and I'm going to just give it a rough cut. Now, if you want to use a penknife, you can go ahead and use a penknife for this portion. Then you will remove the excess.
trim the edges in this manner just to make sure it's smooth. You could also always use your fingers to kind of give it a round, to go around this way, and it would help smoothen the edges as well. So you want to lightly do this and not add too much force, or it might cause the coaster to go out of shape. Next, we're ready to place this in the oven. Okay, the baking is done. Now, to check whether our coaster is done baking, if you flip to the back of it, if you can just use your nail to kind of press it into the coaster, and if there is a mark on it, that means that your clay is still underbaked and you have to bake it for a longer period of time. There's no mark on mine, so I know that I left it in the oven long enough. For this step, I'm going to add a layer of glaze, which is with Sculpey glaze, and this is specially for clay. And I'm just going to add it to the coaster that I've made so that it would last for a longer period of time. The coaster can last longer. So I'm just going to do a layer. Typically, I like to do about 2 to 3 coats of glaze. So I've just finished my first coat, and I'll leave it here to dry for about a half hour before I apply the second coat. Now that the coating of the polymer clay is done and has dried, we are going to move on to the last step. So for the last step, you will need gold paint and a paintbrush, and we're just going to give it a really cool finish by painting the rim of the coaster. If your coaster gets a little dirty on the top and you would want to get it off, just get a wet Q-tip and you just clean it off this way. And here is our beautiful marbled coaster that we have made. Thank you for joining me today. For the next session, I'll be teaching how to make the Graden tube for necklaces. So see you again next time. Bye!